Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Whiskeys. Again, I'm Eric. This is
Kevin. Well, all right. How are you doing? And we are going back to our favorite Texas distillery, mostly because it's the only one we've reviewed on the show. But
I don't know. You got a second favorite now.
I did sample some Garrison Brothers over the weekend. That was really nice. So I might have to buy a bottle of that at some point soon. But this is our Balcones. Go back to our Balcones Distillery. This is the True Blue 100 proof. Mm-hmm. The very first whiskey they released was the Baby Blue. Mm-hmm. And they were the very first distillery to release a whiskey after Prohibition. Mm-hmm. Even though they weren't the first ones to start distilling it, Garrison Brothers were. This is 100 proof, 100% blue corn whiskey. And, dear Lord.
Look at that color.
Look at that color. Wait, hold on. All right, aged at least 24 months in oak. Okay, so it is a straight whiskey. Okay, that's the reason why they put that on there. So there is no age statement on this. But because it's a straight whiskey, it has to be at least 2 years. And they have to put that it's at least 2 years on there. If it were over 4 years, technically they wouldn't have to put anything on there. So this is older than 2, but less than 4. They don't add coloring. They don't need to because it's Texas. They don't chill filter. They don't do any of that fun stuff. All right. You're already making like groaning noises over there.
It's got a great nose. Thick.
It's not as cornbready as Baby Blue is.
I don't get a whole lot of ethanol.
No, the 100's not there at all.
No.
It's just more sweet though. It's not like I remember Baby Blue having so much more cornbread, sweet corn type notes to the nose. I'm not getting that at all.
So nosing from top to bottom. Once I get to the bottom, I get a very strong apricot.
Yeah, there's more fruit notes. How does corn get fruit notes? So confused by what they do down there.
Yeah, apricot, some cinnamon.
Just sugar. I get so much sweet notes. It's so sugary. All right. Whew.
Oh, that's so good.
That is like dried apricots or yeah, dried apricots. Like I'm thinking like trail mix, like that little piece of dried apricot. That's what that is. It's super like concentrated sweetness. And
I took a bigger gulp than I probably should have. But
we have more.
Hey, we have more.
We have more. That is so different than Baby Blue. And all right, again, it's totally a surprise of a whiskey. So enjoyable. I mean. Total fanboys here. I know that, but that is funky.
Yeah, even when you go back after sampling, it's still.
I get more fruit.
You get more ethanol.
I was going to say, I got more fruit going back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I wasn't getting a lot of fruit on the first nosing. I got a lot of like sugary sweetness. I get more fruit, and that fruit just sits there the whole time. Dried apricots. We actually had the Costco, the dried mangoes downstairs.
Yeah.
A little bit of that in there too.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting that. That's nice. That's so nice. So nice. Just sugars, sweetness. Maybe a little bit of a barrel note in there too. Like a little oakiness.
I'm getting, well, I go back.
Not on the nose, more on the palate.
Not on the nose, but I go back now, like towards the top. I get some burnt sugar now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. More of like a creme brulee crust type thing.
Yep.
Not overly vanilla, but
no,
just the burnt sugar.
Burnt sugar part. And then I go back to the apricot.
Yeah, the fruits and the sweetness are crazy. That is a ridiculous whiskey. I don't know how they do what they do. All right, so we've done this already. Founded in 2008. Again, they released the first whiskey after Prohibition. Their original founder, Chip Tate, I believe is his name. And I know in one of the episodes, I totally screwed that name up. Chip Tate is what I think his name is.
Are you going to put it right here?
Yeah, if I screwed it up, it'll be here, just like I did the last time I screwed it up. Anyway, so when he started it, he wanted to define Texas whiskey without the E. It is with the Y.
Yeah,
they had a little bit more of a Scotch background, so that's kind of like their background of what they were doing. He didn't want to just do the normal things with whiskeys, so he built his own, a lot of his own, like the pot still, I think he built. Like he custom built a whole bunch of different things. That was fine. Then he wanted to expand, brought in an investor. Him and the investor didn't see eye to eye. So he got bought out, left, did a non-compete. Now he's making his own, I think like Tate & Co. or something like that. And he made it again, made all the equipment by hand. And I really want to find one of those whiskeys because that's...
Is he still in Waco or did he...
He's in Texas. I don't know specifically Waco or not. I'm not sure. But he had like a 3-year... Yeah, he had like a 3-year non-compete. He was not doing anything in whiskey at the time, which makes a lot of sense if you're the guy who came up with a lot of these recipes.
But if you got bought out, you got a 3-year non-compete. You know how much experimenting you can do in 3? Well, I mean, you got to... Down there you can because it just got to sit there for...
3 years. That's
2 years.
2 years, and you're probably at least on the right path.
You sit there and come up in your mind with a couple different mash bills and then let them sit around for 2 years. I bet he's got some great stuff.
That brown sugar note up at the top, like the burnt sugar note is really there. All right. So we're going to bring over some water out of our New Glen Cairns.
What do you think's going to happen?
What's going to happen? I'm going to guess... I'm actually thinking maybe a little more corn sweetness shows up, more towards the corn side rather than the fruit side.
Okay.
But I don't know. I also think more char is going to show up on the palate.
I was going to say, yeah. That's what I was going with. Whoa, maple.
Okay, yeah, totally see that. Yeah, more of a maple sugar, maple syrup. The natural kind, not the like really artificial sweet kind.
The apricot kind of goes away.
I still get a little bit of fruit in there.
A little bit, but it's not as strong. It's more faint. We get just a touch.
Touch more proof.
So much more.
Touch more proof on the
brown sugar.
At least on my right nostril.
Palate for me is very similar.
Yeah, it's really similar. Maybe the apricot mango note is a little bit more apparent. The finish gets a little bit more of that char note.
Yeah.
But the initial palate's very similar. The nose is a little bit more, maple syrup. The brown sugar's a little stronger. Not a huge difference. Not like a material difference from what I...
That kind of middle, nosing it, kind of just has kind of that traditional like 80 proof bourbon nose to it.
Yeah, I could see that. Like a straight down the line brown sugar,
just
corn.
But when you know something like that, you know the proof is just...
Yeah.
But this is
not... The proof is not... I mean, it's there, but it's not strong.
Nope.
So they also have a cask strength version of this. So we've now got a thing added to our list to find of the True Blue cask strength, which is more in the I think it was more in the 120s, if I recall correctly.
Well, I've got a connection in Waco. I can always
put in. I think we should
put in a call.
I'm interested. I'm really interested to see.
But I'm curious because we've looked at the website a number of times, and this is part of the standard lineup.
Yep.
They've got a number of, I don't know, were they seasonal releases or limited?
Limited releases. Some limited releases.
I'm just curious where that falls because
I've
seen the entire what I thought was the standard lineup in a liquor store up in Kentucky, which I was totally blown away that it was there, but all 6? Mm-hmm. And that wasn't one of them.
That wasn't one of them. Solid. There's nothing wrong with this. It is totally different than Baby Blue. I was really expecting like a ramped up Baby Blue, is what I was thinking. I was thinking more of a, like, oh, it's not going to be maybe it's not cornbread, maybe it's more like corn syrup or, no, it is a totally different profile.
I got a little more ethanol on that one, on the finish. Kind of got me in the back. Again, it's crazy what just a few drops do.
It definitely changes it. Well, I get more char, more barrel, a little bit more barrel note with the water.
We're gonna be like 2 kids in a candy store if we make it down there.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad. The flights we're gonna have to order there. It's just like, I want all of it. Give me 1 ounce of each, please.
It might have to be a couple of days down there.
Yeah, or rest the liver beforehand.
Wishful thinking.
I still want to say my favorite right now, still the single malt. That barrel proof or store pick single malt is probably my favorite. Thank you, the Russ Woolery. Which hates that, so thank you, Russ. But that's really good. The True Blue is very good. Or the Baby Blue, I mean. The rye is so good.
The rye is just one of those, again, it's
just different.
It's different. It's got that chocolate.
Yeah. Did we do the bourbon yet?
We did. I don't think we did. I know we done Brimstone.
We did Brimstone.
That's one that just
got better.
As you drink it, it gets better.
But it didn't start great. So I'm still right now ranking it. At some point, once we finish our 2 more bottles?
Something like that.
Bourbon and
the Rumble.
Yeah, which technically isn't a whiskey, but yeah, we might as well. Whatever. So we'll go through that, and then I think we have to rank them all.
We'll line them all up.
Yeah, we got to rank them all up because
probably have a small pour of each one of them too.
Oh, that's going to be an episode because they're not low proof. Oh, and the regular single malt. Yeah. Don't you have the regular single malt?
I do. We were going to do AB.
Yes, $50.
Yep.
100 proof. It's all weird. I was going to say. I mean, and it's technically artisanal. I mean, blue corn's not easy. I don't know. It might be pretty easily available in Texas. I'm not sure, but it is. All right. So for $50 for $100 for a 2 to less than 4-year-old whiskey, technically it's a little high, but this is so
the flavor
unique and different. Totally worth it.
I would.
It's worth it.
If this was readily available here, every time I ran out of this, I'd probably buy another. I'd buy another one. And I can't wait to go down there and I want to try their limited stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I'm probably going to bring a separate suitcase or 2 to haul some stuff home.
Yes. All right. I'm just going to go with that's another awesome whiskey from the Balcones Distillery. Totally different. And again, totally different than my expectations. Every time we crack a bottle open, it's not exactly what I expected. Like the Baby Blue totally threw me off and was delicious. Kind of was like, oh, it's just going to be ramped up Baby Blue. Nope, totally different, totally delicious. Whatever they're doing down there, they're doing great stuff. And I'm so interested to find Tate and Company whiskey or whatever his new company's name is, because I mean, these are all his babies. Like, he started a lot of these. So
well, and you got to think that he probably obviously knows the mash bill and he's probably going to tweak it just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure he's going to have some phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Super interested to catch that one too. Gotta love it.
And if I were him, I would open up right across
right
the
next
street.
To Pat's and Gino's. What you got?
Again, never,
awesome.
Never disappointed. Never.
Awesome.
Never.
Absolutely awesome.
So, yeah, I gotta try that cast strength.
Yes, that'll be fun. That with a drop of water would probably, oh man.
That might even require just a little smoke.
Small coop? All right. Maybe. We'll figure that out.
All right, again, man, we are always blown away by what these guys pump out down there.
Yep.
And we are itching to get down there and check that place out. Hopefully here sooner rather than later we can make it down there. But no, I think this is a phenomenal one. I think, I mean, for us up here, the whole idea of the artisanal and blue corn, we've had enough of them where we're like,
it doesn't work.
Doesn't work, or probably need to
a little longer.
These guys figure something out down there and to keep it in the barrel for 2 years. So
they got a science, mad scientists right there.
Yep. Yes, they do. So, well, we obviously have enjoyed every bottle we've had. We've got a couple more to go.
Yep.
So hopefully you enjoyed this review, this bottle. If you see it, pick it up. Yeah. Or if you don't have it in your area and you're traveling and you see it on the menu,
keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out. Get yourself at least a 1 ounce pour. You will not be disappointed.
Nope.
Not at all. With any of their stuff. So, but again, give us that thumbs up if you enjoyed the review.
And if you're new, subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified every time we put out a new episode. Let us know if you've tried any of those special releases for Balcones, and maybe if we can, let us know. Because keep an eye out for those and which ones we should try to really look for. Love to hear from you.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for joining.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.